Hey babies, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, y'all, if you are watching this video, baby, you are on the most abundant timeline of your life. Okay, because you have understood very unique aspects of how fear works and where you've had fear learned responses and more within your self-awareness that pretty much sets the tone for you coming back to being source every time. Okay, and that's a powerful position to be in, because beyond who we are at a level of ego identity, who we are as humans, and how we respond to natural situations, and what is all that it means to be imperfect. Okay, you're forever going to be a creator. Okay, and unfortunately sometimes it's like, well, damn, even if I don't want to be a creator, I still am a creator. Okay, but once you continue to find these different places where fear creeps in, and you are mindful of what that looks like, and you overcome it, baby, on the other side of it is just bliss, and you creating exactly the life that you desire, outside of other people's expectations, outside of social and cultural. Y'all, I keep on mentioning that, but social and cultural and systemic faith belief systems. Okay, outside of that, and of course we have to of course we have to look confirmation. Okay, of course we have to be in this world, right, navigating these different things. But when you're consciously manifesting, I mean, being able to alchemize situations from within and through discerning action, right, it's going to naturally raise your frequency, raise your vibration, where you are no longer energetically and intrinsically resonating out to the universe anything of fear. So that means that fear can't find you in different situations and circumstances. Okay, baby? And this is something that is the inner power. This is something that creates for you, goes before you in creating your experience. Okay, and other people may be like, oh, you're so lucky, you're so fucking lucky. Like, bitch, I'm not lucky. Okay, I do alchemy. Okay, like, no, I'm laughing because y'all, it's Leo season. Lionsgate portal gonna be open in August, honey. So this kind of strength that comes within, it's gonna sneak up on some people. Okay, and your life is going to shift in accordance with what it is you've broken internally. Okay, especially surrounding karmic cycles, which the propensity for karmic cycles never stops. Okay, we just get more strategic. Okay, we just get more aware and more masterful. Okay, so I definitely am going to do a video soon on being in a karmic cycle and still creating your way out, because I talk a lot about preventing them and this and that, but sometimes through different interactions with people and situations, there are these emotional attachments that are formed. It's just our natural way of being human. But when we're able to experience certain things, especially people like myself who like to operate in different realms of consciousness, interacting with different people at their different levels of awareness, right? A karmic cycle is just a matter of different choices. Okay, and sometimes it's just the difference between one choice that leads you into a karmic cycle. But because of unconditional love, it doesn't have to be permanent. Okay, and I'm someone that has gone to the depths of attachment and pulled myself out of that, and I think that humanity needs to know that it's possible, and from the right perspective. Okay, so we're jumping timelines by not only recognizing where there is the propensity for these different things, but also understanding uniquely how this universe works, so that we're able to feel how we would feel from a place of ego and still have the unconditional love, still have the strength to organize ourselves spiritually, internally, and still move into a co-creative experience, an active participation as to what it is that we want to see in our lives and the love that we want to create within ourselves, okay? And so you are jumping timelines because you are within alignment as it relates to your brain and your heart, okay? The ego has aspects of it that respond to fear in a protective way. And some of those responses can come as early as childhood or later in life. The point is, they may put you in misalignment when your beliefs evolve because you don't feel at a heart space level that it's so-called moral or it's not the right thing to do, okay? And so what we have to have at a core is that we are source eternal, okay? And that it's permissible to learn through different experiences here. Take what you understand does not support, people say serve, and it is a servitude to some degree, but support, okay? Everything here is for you to have an immersive experience, okay? An all-encompassing experience, okay? So, guys, let's get on the timelines that we feel in our heart serves us, and do different things so that our mind aligns to that which we know within us, okay? In the Bible, it says, don't lean on your own understanding. But that interpretation from the spiritual journey is going to be about not leaning on your ego understanding. When the ego wants to protect you from seeing things differently or doing something new, doing things differently, okay? Because perhaps there were experiences where you tried that and it did not work, or you learned from different experiences or different people that this is, wrong or what have you, and now you have blocked yourself from new outcomes, okay, from new wisdom. And so you want to be able to take what it is you're understanding into a conscious connection and confirm it that way. And a lot of people don't do that because there's a lot of fear on the other side of doing things differently, seeing things differently, okay, or not yet having been confirmed. But this is the epitome of what it means to come to earth, okay? This is the epitome of what it looks like to incarnate here. It is an earth school, right? So you had to learn by doing. You got to learn by doing. Anyway, I'm so proud of y'all, and I'm so proud of myself, okay? Because there are new levels that we are mastering, and it looks like so many different aspects of our expression that are coming to light, and we're open to what that looks like, and that's creating the most abundance we could ever imagine. Abundance is the ultimate truth, the highest truth, okay? I love y'all so much. Drop in the comments what your experience is looking like this summer, okay? Because mine is giving hot girl season, hot girl, spiritual girl, aware girl season, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later in the next video, but let me know, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all then. Bye.